What's going on, you guys? I'd like to welcome you guys to the channel. It's your boy Big Dog back with another one take review. And today I got one for the Matrix 1999. Now, I essentially said I was going to review all three Matrix movies before I watched Matrix Resurrections. Thing about it, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to review the first one, okay? That's it. Even though I just got to rewatching all three of them, and which I didn't remember them at all. I haven't watched them since I was younger, right? At last, I think Resurrections and not Resurrections, Reloaded and Revelations, I think this is what it's called. Both came out in 2003. I was 10 at the time, and then the first one came out in '99. I was fucking 6, but nonetheless, like everybody knows the whole you do the Matrix thing. Where, you go back, but going back and rewatching it now that I'm older. I loved the movie then when I was younger. I still love it to this day, but for a different reason. I think I just like the action and just like the concept when I was well, not even necessarily the concept because I don't even think I fully grasped what the whole thing was. In which, hey, there's this guy, he's the chosen one. The world that we live in is not actually real. It's just like a basically a dream world created by these machines who are feeding off our energy in order for them to survive, and they pretty much taking over the real world. So I'm just like, when I was a kid, I don't think I realized any of that shit, bro, like at all. I'm just like, oh wow. I'm watching, I'm just like, damn, so that's what the Matrix is. I'm living in the Matrix, technically. So I'm like, oh shit. Huh. Because I was just like, never quite understood it, and they basically, all the humans basically live underground. I'm like, damn, that's what the fuck. Like I'm rewatching this like with new eyes. It's like I'm seeing it for the first time. And so the person who's supposed to bring peace to everything is Neo, played by Keanu Reeves. And I'm just watching y'all, and I'm just like, okay. Let's see. Okay, cool. Wait a minute. Why are the fights so damn good? Why is this, bro? This movie is. I feel like this one is ageless. I like the second one too, but the second one they have a big scene where it's like, see, you can tell it's like obviously CGI, and like you know how CGI don't age well from old movies. Even though the scene was still awesome, it was when he was fighting all the Mr. Smith. All the Smiths. He never said Mr. Smith. All the Smiths. I was like, damn, this shit cool as hell. But like the fights in this, like the kung fu, I'm just like, why the fuck this shit so good? like I legit was like geeked watching it. You hear me? It's just like I'm telling you, I felt like I said it already, but I felt like I really see this thing for the first time. And so you start understanding everything, them going into the Matrix, how to get out of the Matrix, and just like the whole. I'm just like, wait a minute. Bro, I'm going to just say this right now. I think the first Matrix movie is flawless. I do not say that often. As a matter of fact, I rarely say that at all. But I legitimately believe that movie is flawless. I don't think I would ever forgive Will Smith for not taking that role. Okay? Will Smith, you took Wild Wild West over the Matrix. Buddy, we need to fight. Okay? Keanu was great, but I could see Will Smith in the black jacket because I've already seen him in like a black jacket and like a, a hat and iRobot. But I'm just saying, bro, this shit was so good to me. And from where Neo's training begins, where he ends, and like, I'm like, okay, I forgot that like literally anything they needed to learn how to do, they just get injected with like the skills. Like, what? This is like I don't know what the Wachowskis were thinking when they created this, but it's like they might have popped a bean and just be like, bro, what if none of this was real, dog? What if we just like living and being controlled by machine? I can see some shit like that happening, and then they just came up with this amazing ass story with some great fights. Like I can't help but to watch the first Matrix and think to myself, why the fuck are fights not better than this? Like you could take the Matrix fights and compare them to fights that we get in shows now, and they aren't as good. I'm like, how the fuck this came out 22 years ago? And the fights in it are still better than some we see today. Or I even think about like I think the last one was called The Matrix Revelations. I'm like, how the fuck you have that big ass fight between Neo, the big boss fight, I guess you could say, between Neo and Mistress and Agent Smith at the end of that, where they just fight, flying, punch each other, and just like the rain literally goes up and just stop. I'm like, you could do that in 2003, but bitch, you can't give me a Dragon Ball Z movie in 2021. What the fuck going on? Hey, bro, there's nowhere, nobody can tell me that a Dragon Ball Z movie or something like that can't be made when you got the Matrix and all of this movies from 2000, from literally the early 2000s. There's no way. Okay, somebody just don't know what they doing because they did this shit right. And I do remember growing up, remembering people always talking about the movies got worse as they went, and I know me, I personally stopped caring for them myself. As the franchise went on, I think like parts of 2, I'm like, okay, this is cool. Then 3, I don't even remember watching 3 at all. If I'm being completely totally honest. But going back and just watching them like in order, I'm just like, man, I think this shit flow well together. Like, man, I was just watching out of pure enjoyment. I wasn't trying to like critique it or no shit like that. So I was just okay, maybe that might have been a thing. But like, I like the path it went. Granted, the movie is definitely changing what they're doing over time, and I'm pretty sure there probably some kind of plot holes in there that I wasn't really paying too much attention to. And there was some time where the dialogue just went over the top of my head. I think whenever talking to like the architect, I'm just like, bro, you is trying to make this shit way too complicated for me. Can you dumb it down for the people in the back? Okay, sorry, but I do not know what you're talking about. But like, I guess I technically am reviewing the entire trilogy right now. But man, from Morpheus always believing Neo's relationship with Trinity, even though they fell in love pretty fast, but that's just the thing for movies. People fall in love very, very fast. Like their emotional connection and technically, you don't really see Neo die. Like he's blinded, obviously. He's just laying down. Like machines go do their thing, and I don't really, but that was one of the weirdest part. That I'm like, oh, he's supposed to bring you peace. I thought he was gonna destroy the machines and like they're gonna take back the Earth back, but nah, they just machines just gonna leave them alone. That's literally like, okay, we can't beat them, so at best we just hope they leave us alone forever or for a while, and that's pretty much what happened. So I'm wondering what this new movie does, because I've seen people saying the new one didn't need to be made. That's that. That's fine. I'm still gonna watch it, but my whole thing was like after I got through watching Revelations, I'm like, there's room left for more story. Like this obviously isn't over. Like so, I just want to know what direction they went in with it. Like I don't feel like the story was. I just feel like Neo just stopped the aliens. I mean, not the aliens. I don't know how many times I said aliens. I feel like Neo just stopped the machines just for a brief time. Like that's it. So there's still, I still feel like there's more stories to be told, and but yeah, that first movie is amazing. Second movie is, I think the second movie was really really good too. It's just it doesn't age as well because of like the CGI. But if you just kind of like, I don't want to say ignore it, but like take it for what it is in that time. I'm not finna fault a movie for the CGI. Now, if it's just absolute, like Mortal Kombat, for example, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, that was just garbage. Okay, that was just garbage. Or just Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, that Megazord fight. Those two were just bad. This one, I'm just like, okay, it wasn't too bad the way it takes me out of the movie. It's just like, okay, obviously I know that those are, you know what I'm saying, computer generated images. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, and then the third one, pretty much. The third one's definitely a different type of movie because it's fighting straight machines. And then until you get to the end where you fight, Smith, and like Smith was just cold throughout the whole series. I'm like, damn. And I know before somebody suggests that I watched the theory about the Matrix and how Smith was actually the choice. I don't care, man. I've already seen it. I don't care. Okay, I watched it before I even Like went back and rewatched these movies, so I'm pretty sure I didn't understand what was even happening then. But now that I've seen, I don't want to go back and like ruin my experience. Okay, I don't need my mind blown by none of that shit. Fact of the matter is, first Matrix movie, the Matrix trilogy, was all right with me. It's all right with me. And that first movie, goddamn masterpiece. So I'm ready to watch Resurrections. I have that review up for y'all tomorrow because I think I'm gonna watch it tonight. You hear me? Yeah, when I get back from the gym, take my little stacking ass about. I'll watch that bit tonight and see what that bit hitting on. I'm actually looking forward to it now. Way more than I was before. Even, like, you know. Yeah, but you guys never thought about the original Matrix and the other two movies that follow. Down in the comments, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys are staying safe out there. Your boy, catch up with y'all later.